coffee break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Today I'm here with another ColourPOP collaboration tutorial, and this one is with the beautiful Serein Wu. Another smaller channel here on YouTube, but she is just one of those gorgeous beauties that I love to watch. And you know that I love to incorporate diversity and variety in all of the looks that I do. So I think Serein is going to come up with an amazing tutorial because she's very creative, she's very stunning, and she has almond-shaped eyes, which I know a lot of times you'll see my tutorials and you're like, yeah, but I don't have that much retail space up there. What am I gonna do? So she does come up with really beautiful, almond-shaped flattering eye looks, which I think you guys are going to find very beneficial. And because this is another ColourPOP collaboration, we decided to come together and use some ColourPOP products. We're always at liberty to decide whatever ColourPOP products we find interesting. So for this look, I decided to use one ColourPOP shadow on my eyes. I'm wearing a ColourPOP blush on the cheeks, and I'm also wearing ColourPOP lippy products. So it's kind of loaded with ColourPOP. But in addition to that, we decided to use the same palette. So both of us are using the LORAC Unzipped palette, the original, not the new gold one. So I don't know, maybe it could be something you wear for Valentine's Day because it is around the corner and these are really pretty like pinky mauvey shades. So I came up with this, I don't know, mauvey, plummy, smoky eye look. But don't worry, because if you do not have this palette, there are some good alternatives that I'll share with you at the end of the video. And then maybe you'll be like, hey, I don't need to shop for more stuff because I have that in my collection. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I already primed my eye with MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, like I always do, because I'm predictable. Now what I'm going to do is the same thing I do in all my tutorials, and I'm taking the color Undercover. That's the matte highlight shade in this palette, and I'm going to use the same brush I always do. Okay, you can skip this part. It's the same as all my videos. And I'm going to apply it right underneath the brow bone, and I'm going to actually bring it down all the way to the crease because I noticed that it's a really light shade and it's not really going to interfere too much with all of the other colors that you use, and it helps blend out any additional product that you use. So you're kind of creating a really thin layer of powder that's going to facilitate the blending of any other colors that you use in the crease or as your transition shade. After that, I'm going to take my E40 and I'm going to dip it into the color Unconditional, and that's this really beautiful, I don't know, it's like a lavender mauvey shade. It is matte, and even if you don't have this Unzipped palette, the original, not the new gold one, even if you don't have the original Unzipped palette, you could find similar shades. I'm talking super similar shades in the new Tartelette palette. Now what I'm going to do is take a flat shader brush, like my $1 e.l.f. one that I always use, and I'm going to put it into the color Unbridled, Unbridled, this shade right here, and that's going to go all over the lid. Always tap off the excess, especially if you've already done your face, because you don't want to ruin your foundation. I slowly push the brush into the inner corner and then go around the curve of my eye. That's how I know where my entire lid is, or where it starts and ends. And then the same thing, start at the middle and then work your way out. Go all the way to the top. And I do one side and then the other, and then I go in for a third time. I apply that to the center and bring it up to the crease. I want to make sure that I have like even coverage. So we already did the brow bone, the transition shade, and the lid. Now we're going to take a clean blending brush, smaller than the E40, and we're going to run that right into the crease. Completely naked, no additional product. And so any extra product from the lid is going to blend nicely into the crease. And it's going to look like you used an additional color, but you really didn't. This is actually a very easy look. It's almost like a plum smoky eye for beginners. It's super easy. We're using these 3 colors. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take a chocolate brown liner. This is from Jane in the color brown, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line as close to the lashes as possible. But if you get a little messy, it's okay because we're still going to smudge it out anyway. So run that along the lower lash line. If you want to put some in your waterline, you can as well. You know how I feel about dark in my waterline. Take a pencil brush and you're going to kind of smudge that out. See how it gets messy anyway? So it's no big deal. Kind of carry it out, almost like if you were doing like a wing liner on the bottom lash line instead of the top. All the extra product. And then you're going to take the same brush, you're going to dip it into the color, I don't remember which one I used. Oh my gosh. I think it was this one. Let's say it was this one. Dip it into the color Unreal and just the tiniest bit with that same dirty pencil brush, and you're going to run it on the first half of the lower lash line on top of that dark chocolate pencil. Even though you're like, wait, but that doesn't even show up. It just makes it look a little bit more bright and awake. So just build that color slowly. Take this same pencil brush and you're going to dip it into the ColourPOP shadow in Mooning. Looks like that. This is actually like a classic chocolate coffee brown, and it's not going to show up much, but we're just going to use it for that almost glimmer or sparkle effect. It also helps set the eyeliner. Now we're going to take this dirty pencil brush, just hold your eye gently, don't pull, and run whatever is left on the pencil brush along your top lash line. If you notice that you're kind of running out of color and your eyes aren't going to match like over here, take a black water resistant pencil, and this I add to my tight line, and then I kind of try and smear it up at the top a little bit like this. You see like the tiniest little smudge that I did? The tiniest little smudge. And then take that same pencil brush and you're going to run that. Just smudge it, smudge it, smudge it before it dries, before it has a chance to dry. Smudge it along your top lash line. And it's just going to give your eye a little bit more dimension and more depth. It kind of gives you that like sexy, sultry cat eye look without actually having to use like a liquid liner. I know that can be intimidating for some people, like a cream liner or a liquid liner. So it's going to give you that sexiness. If you wanted to do something similar for work, just leave out this black liner and it's a little bit more suitable for the daytime. Well, anything is suitable for the daytime for me. But yeah, just do that. And then we're going to take this same black liner and that's going to go in the, what is this called? I always forget this, the tight line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my lashes with my new awesome lash curler from Tarte. I hauled this when my friend Samantha came to visit, and I really like it. It still freaks me out a little bit that it doesn't have like finger holes, because I feel like I'm going to be distracted and like rip my eyelashes out. Now just add a couple of coats of your favorite mascara and we are actually done with the eye look. Hang tight because I'm going to come back and show you a new ColourPOP blush and what I'm wearing on my lips. That's the completed eye look. You see how easy it is, and it really opens up your eyes. It's an eyeshadow look that's flattering on all eye shapes, even hooded eyes, so it's very easy to achieve. So I really hope you guys will try it. I also wanted to share what's on my lips. Isn't this amazing? This is one of my favorite colors, Don't Tell Frida. This is Button from ColourPOP, and I think it's one of their best sellers. ColourPOP designs their products to complement one another. So if you get the liner, it complements the lipstick and vice versa. But this is one of the few couples of products that aren't the same exact shade. If you buy Frida, the eyeliner or the lip liner and the lipstick are the same exact color. If you get Button, the liner is a little bit more brown than the lipstick, and they just go so well with each other because it's kind of giving you the perfect combination, but if you use them separately on their own, you get another world of possibilities with them. So I really like those. The other thing that I'm wearing, and you could see it on my face right here, it's a really light wash of color, is a new ColourPOP Super Shock Cheek blush. So they just came out with blushes, and so you could tell the difference in size. This is a shadow and this is a blush. It's the same exact texture, the same formula, but they do have different finishes. They have the shimmery, they have the matte, and I'm not gonna lie, they're a little tricky to use as a cheek product because it's that like moussey consistency, but it's not a cream. It's like moussey, but not a cream. So the color sticks to your finger, but it doesn't stick very well to brushes. So I've thought that the best way to apply it is to take a little bit on a stipple brush like this one from e.l.f. This is their classic stipple brush, not the little one. And I kind of push it into the product and then swirl it a little bit. And then deposit the original application. And then once I see where I want it, then I go in with 2 fingers and apply it to the centers of the apples of my cheek. So I just pack it onto my stipple brush and I deposit it where I want to put it. Usually I just kind of focus on like this apple area of my cheeks and then I bring it up. But you guys know where blush looks best on you, so you would apply your own individual technique. So you see, like, I'm putting the initial deposit or application where I like it. Then what I'm gonna go back and do is take these 2 fingers and push them into the product. You see there's very little on there, and then kind of deepen the shade. I purposely didn't wear any highlight or bronzer or contour powder today because I want you guys to see how beautiful this color is. This is in the color Prenup. This is my favorite color of all of the colors they have. They're not available for sale yet, so I wanted to show you guys a little sneak peek about them, but let me know if you guys want to see a review or swatch video on these blushes because you know how I feel about ColourPOP. They're my jam. So I really like it. This is the color Prenup, like I told you guys, definitely my favorite. It's almost like a satiny pink. It's like the perfect like Easter pink. That is a completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. We ended up using a ColourPOP shadow in Mooning. We ended up using a ColourPOP blush in Prenup and 2 ColourPOP lippy products in the shade Button. Super easy, right? Always super easy. In fact, this one is probably one of the easiest ones that I've done. I sat down to film, and you know I always do one eye, and when I was doing it, I had used 2 shadows maybe, and I was really happy with the results, and I kind of wanted to keep going to make it a more involved tutorial, and I was like, no. Put the brush down, step away from the vanity, you need to stop. Like, this looks good. So I really hope you guys will enjoy this much more simpler look than what I usually do, which already is simple, so this is extra simple. So don't worry, we always have substitutes and alternatives here at Coffee Break headquarters. So if you do not have the LORAC Unzipped palette, the original with the pinky mauvey shades, you could also use your Tarte Tartelette palette or even your Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, which my friend Samantha was like, hey, you could use that palette, it's very similar. I was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. So you don't have to go out and buy this palette, although it's so pretty, and the size of the pans, I mean, this palette will last you for like 45 years. Anyway, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please take my advice and go check out Serein. She is absolutely stunning, so sweet. I really like that girl. So go check her out. I'll leave her tutorial and her channel linked down below, and go show her some love. We all love her here at Coffee Break headquarters. Maybe she'll be a new addition to your list of loves of YouTube beauty vloggers that you like to watch. So I will list her information in the description box below. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!